introduction. Hello and welcome. Let's turn to ChatGPT for some assistance. To begin this course, let's start by saying I had a humorous introduction for a course about ChatGPT. Use 2 sentences. Welcome to ChatGPT for Dummies. If you're here, it's probably because you're tired of carrying conversations on your own and have decided to outsource your social life to an AI. Thanks for that, ChatGPT. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unleashing the Power of ChatGPT and Generative AI, the course that promises to make you a conversation ninja and a technological wizard, all in one fell swoop. Get ready to witness the magic of ChatGPT, the chatbot that's so good. It's almost like having a personal therapist who never judges you. Let's embark on this thrilling adventure into the world of Generative AI and discover how it's revolutionizing the way we communicate with machines. ChatGPT is the new cool kid on the block, the one that's making all the other tech giants feel a little insecure about their user adoption rates. It's like the popular kid in high school who's so effortlessly charming and funny that everyone wants to be their friend. With ChatGPT's exponential growth and world-changing potential, you don't want to be left in the dust like a Motorola Razr in the age of smartphones. So, buckle up and get ready to ride the ChatGPT wave to technological stardom. To put things into perspective, it took Instagram a whopping 30 months to reach 100 million active users. TikTok, on the other hand, achieved this feat in just 9 months. And then there's ChatGPT, which managed to hit the 100 million mark in just 2 months. That's faster than you can say artificial intelligence takeover. What is this ChatGPT phenomenon and why is everyone talking about it? How does it work and how can you harness its power to impress your boss and make your colleagues jealous? In this short course, we'll unveil the secrets of Generative AI and show you how to use ChatGPT to your advantage. From understanding the basics to exploring practical applications, I will equip you with the knowledge and skills to join the conversation. Understanding Generative AI. Before we dive into the exciting world of ChatGPT, let's get some basic terminology out of the way. Generative AI is the umbrella term for any AI that has the ability to create new content, whether it's text, images, videos, audio, or even code. To give you a taste of what's possible, AI DALL-E can generate images based on written descriptions. It's like having a magical genie that can turn your words into visual masterpieces. So, get ready to expand your mind and discover the wonders of Generative AI. One example of Generative AI that has gained a lot of attention recently is DALL-E, which is also developed by OpenAI. DALL-E is a neural network that can generate images from textual descriptions. It works by taking a textual input and generating an image that matches that description. For example, if you give DALL-E the prompt "a cat made of sushi," it will generate an image of a cat that looks like it's made entirely out of sushi. DALL-E can generate all kinds of images, from surreal and whimsical to realistic and detailed. DALL-E is a breakthrough in AI image generation, and it has many potential applications in fields such as design, advertising, and entertainment. It's still in the early stages of development, but it's already generating a lot of excitement in the AI community. In addition to various tools for visual content, there are also several resources available for creating audio and music. For instance, one such tool is Ecrit Music. Suppose we're producing a video or a game that requires a specific soundtrack. If we're aiming for a travel-themed scene, we might want to create a cheerful atmosphere with a cinematic touch. Ecrit Music can help us achieve that by offering a wide range of pre-made tracks or even custom-made compositions to fit our requirements. We can input our preferences and receive a brand new track that matches our criteria. For instance, we can adjust the tempo to 1 and experiment with different backing melodies and other settings. These tools allow us to produce high-quality music quickly and efficiently. In fact, there are numerous AI-powered tools like this emerging in various domains, enabling us to generate unique and innovative content in no time. That's essentially what Generative AI is all about. However, it's worth noting the difference between Generative AI and another type of machine learning called Discriminative AI, which is widely used today. Discriminative AI focuses on analyzing and categorizing existing data to make predictions or decisions. For example, it can detect fraudulent transactions by analyzing historical data and identifying patterns that suggest fraudulent activity. In contrast, generative AI creates new data based on the learned patterns and can be used to generate novel content or solve creative problems. Anomaly detection is a classic use case of machine learning where we can train models to identify fraudulent activities based on transactional data. For example, by providing features such as the merchant's name, transaction amount, and location, we can leverage machine learning algorithms to predict whether a transaction is likely to be fraudulent or not. Similarly, image recognition is another common application of machine learning where we can use models to identify and classify images based on their content. For instance, if we input a handwritten digit like 2, the model can recognize and interpret it accordingly. To recognize a digit like 2, a discriminative AI algorithm would iterate through various layers of data to identify patterns that are unique to that digit, enabling it to classify the input accurately. In this way, discriminative AI can analyze and categorize existing data to make predictions or decisions. However, generative AI takes a different approach by creating new, novel content based on the learned patterns. This makes it a whole new category of AI that can solve creative problems and generate unique outputs that are not limited to the training data. Understanding ChatGPT. Now that we have a broad understanding of generative AI, let's delve into a specific example of it, the ChatGPT, which is currently one of the most popular applications of generative AI. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, and it's a language model that can engage in conversational interactions. Essentially, it's a machine learning model that can understand and respond to natural language queries, providing human-like answers that make it a versatile tool for various applications. GPT-3 is a highly advanced chatbot developed by OpenAI, which is currently at version 3. It is one of the most sophisticated language models in existence, capable of generating human-like responses to a wide range of queries and tasks. We can explore some examples of GPT-3's capabilities by asking it to perform various tasks. For example, we can ask it to explain calculus in a way that a 5-year-old would understand, and it can provide a response that's written in a human-like tone and at an appropriate level of detail for a young child. Another example of GPT-3's capabilities is asking it to write a short paragraph that explains the history of computer science. And here, just like we've asked for, we have a short paragraph about computer science in a pretty friendly tone. It's fascinating to see the kind of response GPT-3 generates in these situations. So how is all of this possible? GPT-3 is able to generate such human-like responses because it is trained on an enormous dataset. This dataset is compiled by scraping the web and extracting information from a variety of sources. These sources include news articles, research papers, books, software documentation, user manuals, Wikipedia, scholarly articles, and much more. All of this data is used to train the GPT-3 model and make it more intelligent. But how exactly do you train a computer? Well, it's actually similar to the way you train a human. Think back to when you were a child learning the alphabet and how to spell. You started by learning the individual letters, both lowercase and uppercase. When training a machine learning or AI model like ChatGPT, it is similar to how we train humans in some ways. For instance, when we learn to read and write, we start with recognizing and learning the letters, both in uppercase and lowercase, their sounds, and how to write them. Eventually, we put them together to form words and comprehend the meaning behind them. Machine learning does something similar by identifying patterns in data. For instance, when given the letters ALBU, we can identify the pattern and predict that the next letter in this sequence might be an M, forming a complete word, album. And you can extend from letters and single words to full sentences. If I see the text, I hope this, since I've seen that so many times, I've learned or I'm trained to want to complete this sentence with finds you. And ChatGPT basically does the same thing, but on a much larger scale. Having been trained with a lot more information than a single human brain, it's incredibly intelligent. So, by taking all the information that's been fed to it, it predicts what word, sentence, paragraph, or line of code would come next. This is a significant point to note as ChatGPT doesn't perform an internet search for answers. Rather, it predicts answers based on its training data. So while some people speculate that ChatGPT could become a new search engine, it's not actually doing an internet search for answers. Instead, it's using the data it was trained on to predict what comes next, be it a word, sentence, paragraph, or even a line of code. To summarize, ChatGPT is not a search engine but a language model that predicts answers based on its training data. Now, before we move on, let's do a quick recap of what we've covered so far. ChatGPT is a language model designed for human-like conversation. It's a powerful chatbot that uses generative AI to create new content, and it's quickly become very popular. With the potential to disrupt how we work, learn, and interact, it's a technology that's worth understanding and knowing how to use for your benefit. Now, let's discuss how to get started with ChatGPT. Let's wrap it up for now. We'll bring you more informative content in our next video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you for watching.